Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on Zelda Speedruns. We have a wonderful race for you this evening. We have Spytron versus SwegDoodRed on commentary. We have Orange Plastic Cup and Dunsey. This is the Season 4 Challenge Cup first round. Let's get some hype going on in chat. I'm going to turn it on over right to our commentators. Welcome.
Hello! Hi, gamers!
What's
How's it
up,
going?
guys?
Hi, Dunsey. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Cup?
I'm even better now that I get to hang out with you and I get to hang out with this epic chat, watch some God Gaming today.
Yeah, we got Challenge Cup race going on. I'm really excited for this one, actually.
I think this is going to be really interesting. Spy and Swag Dude are, I believe, both new to Season 4, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, they both are new. They're definitely newer runners, but they have both been steadily improving.
Mm-hmm. Well, apparently Dunsey's a little quiet. Dunsey, can you start yelling?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm excited to see, especially since they're like super new. They've like both improved very much since they started doing the runs and all that. So, I think it's gonna be really interesting. I know Spy has some swag strats that he likes to pull out. So, I'm excited to see what we get today.
Hoping that my audio is sounding better for everybody now. Let the restreamer know if it needs to go up or down at all.
We started on golf. The gentleman's game.
Ooh.
So, Beowulf, it is the same logic from other Wind Waker Season 4 runs.
This is an interesting start to this. Already splitting off. Spy going straight to the salvage court. Swed going to mother and child, which is an interesting play.
Yeah, usually when you spawn on Horseshoe, you're gonna want to grab salvage core immediately, because then you don't have to grab it later. But he could just be potentially waiting until he can grab it at paw print, which if he gets bombs or grapple or leaf or something. And we're seeing an immediate DSE from Spy. This is a little bit spicy.
That was
Very
I've
clean.
not seen the Wind Waker stop on that method before, actually. And
Oh yeah?
Maybe I've just missed out on the meta, but that was actually really smooth.
So if you Wind Waker buffer right as the weather changes, you can do a sail jump right into the whirlpool, and you'll land it like almost every single time.
Interesting.
Bombs on Maggie. That is Swag Dude is very happy to just found those, especially since he didn't grab salvage core, because now that's super gonna push him to paw print ASAP.
Yeah. So he was probably, like you mentioned, probably thinking in his mind to go for that routing to paw print already for the salvage core, but now it's just solidified that next step.
Yeah, the Wind Waker buffer is not a new strat. It's like there's two schools of thought, right? There's one that is the buffer, which is very consistent and doesn't waste that much time, or you can do what I do and just YOLO it, and then like 9 times out of 10 you'll be fine.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 I usually fail it, but it's the fun that counts, right?
Iron boots. I didn't see what our dungeons are, but if Wind Temple is in logic, that's very nice.
I have not seen dungeons yet, actually.
Yeah, we've only seen one warp. Or, sorry, we've seen 2 warps. But I missed it on both.
I'm glad to hear that my audio is doing better. I was worried that you guys couldn't hear me for a second.
Alright, let's see if, ooh.
Diamond Step not worth it today.
Diamond Step not looking great. Diamond Step early is always such an interesting gamble because that is the slowest possible way that you can do Diamond Step. Is like if you just go in there with nothing. All right, we are going to see a super swim to Islet of Steel here. If you're sensitive to flashing lights, look away until I say that it's all right. Pretty sick, nasty Tingle Maze here.
Yes, there is a DS resolution to Link, and it's quite great. It actually has both versions of, I believe, both the Phantom Hourglass and Spirit tracks, right?
Yes. That was a very clean super swim from Spy, by the way. If you looked away from the screen for the super swim, you can look back now.
I know Spy has been working on those super swims like crazy, and it's clearly paying off.
Yeah, there's quite a few places that you can use them, if you know where to. Right,
Grab a delivery bag for Pilot.
That's Sphere 1 because bombs are Sphere 0.
Yeah.
We're gonna see NFI here from SwegDude. Pretty standard opening route. Alright, and Spy is gonna grab his bombs and his iron boots. Honestly, not that bad. Well, not the best play in the world because now Diamond Step, if Sweg knows fast strats for Diamond Step, then he's gonna gain a lot of time on that, especially since it was dead. But now Spy did Islet of Steel very early and got the delivery bag, which could be useful, but obviously it would be a gamble.
Sure.
The more consistent thing is always to just go straight to Windfall, but there's nothing you can get that speeds up these checks anyway.
We are coming in looking like we have seen our dungeons. I did catch Forsaken Fortress and Earth Temple. They're saying it looks like it's Forbidden Woods is the third one.
Earth Temple is going to be very interesting. Spy is really good at different strats for Earth Temple, depending on what. I know he like sat and just grinded that dungeon out for like 2 whole days. All right, the warp back to Windfall. Probably going to see a play to Paw Print now. So he's going to grab. He can grab his Beetle, check there. He can grab Paw Print, or sorry, the Salvage Core that he skipped earlier. He can get 3 checks inside of Paw Print, and if he gets the grappling hook, he will only have to come here once. Or if he gets the leaf, if he knows the strat for it, then he only needs to go there once as well. But he could blow up the rock beforehand. But I think it's
interesting to see if there's anything behind these boulders here for sure.
Yeah. Paw Print is always a cruel mistress because you either go there like once or you go there like 8 times. And then when you always last location it always has something until it doesn't, and then you go check it before Fire Mountain, and then that's not where your shard was.
It sounds a little personal here, Kyle.
Okay, so I don't super want to talk about it. So the hard part about routing in Paw Print, right, is because I think it's the second most check dense island tied with Outset. That's not a dungeon. I could be wrong. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. But 4 checks in here is a lot.
Sphere 0 power bracelets.
Nice.
That's very good to have. Yeah, I'm not sure about the check density on the islands, but it definitely is very... And Skullhammer, too.
Skullhammer.
Wow.
Power bracelets are super required as well. That's 2 required dungeon items.
That also just put Helmarock into logic, too.
Well, not into logic.
No,
but
not into logic.
You can definitely go do it.
Able to.
Yeah, you could definitely go
And
do it.
that was Note to Mom.
Ooh, Spy's gonna be able to check Note to Mom a lot sooner than SwegDude is, depending on when he actually goes to Islet of Steel. That is a check that you can very much like put off quite late into the seed. It's kind of out of the way if you don't have the leaf.
This is true.
If you don't have leaf or bait bag, you generally don't want to go there. You want to route it in kind of with either Great Fish or Needle Rock. So if No Tamam is something, then that could be big for Spy. That DSE play might have actually paid off.
Looking like Swag is going to be heading towards Crescent. Going to be getting 2 checks there on the island, and then our favorite waiting game submarine.
Yeah, that's the go to the bathroom submarine or check on some texts from your mom. That's usually what I do. She loves to text me during stream, and that's when I get to text her back. Almost tingle percent. We could be seeing an early tingle here. Or last tingle in Light's Maze chest. And then Fire and Ice on tingle.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for that day.
Can you imagine there ever being a seed where 2 statues end up being in Hyrule?
Oh, that's even grosser. Oh, I love it. Oh, ew. That is definitely possible, because the light arrows can be anywhere.
This is true.
Sorry, Artemis, am I giving you ideas for the ban list seed? Maybe I should stop talking for my own good.
Even worse, if we're still going off of S4 settings, you could have 2 statues and then Ankle have Note to Mom, which has the light arrows.
No! Why do you say these things? Alright, Spy is probably going to grab his bomb mail here.
We have not seen Bomb Mail yet, have we?
Yeah, no, I don't believe that Swag checked his mail.
Swag picking up a big quiver?
Yeah, bomb mail
Secret
dead.
cave chart. Hard
See, this is
required.
why you never check your mail. Always check your mail at the end of the seed.
Killing Jerry and skipping the rock anyway. I did notice that too.
It's interesting to note that Spy and Swag are probably going to come to Paw Print from different sides. So Spy is going to grab his DRI checks before doing Paw Print, which is kind of interesting because, fun fact, if you ever wanna run this rando, going to Paw Print from DRI is actually 5 seconds slower, about 5 seconds slower than going to it from Windfall.
Interesting. I didn't know that, but I figured it was slower. I just never actually knew the specifics behind it.
It's between, like, I believe 3 to 7 seconds, depending on how fast you can do your sailing. The fun thing about it is that you get to route in your DRI checks first. So you could potentially get, like, if you get grappling hook here and bombs, if you don't already have bombs or power bracelets, then you get to only go into Paw Print once. So it's one of those things where, you know, you kind of just got to make a routing decision. Do you want to lose the 5 seconds sailing from DRI, or do you want to have to potentially double dip Paw Print? That's part of the reason I like S4 settings for racing, at least, is because there's like all these decisions you get to make, and it's very fun when you do the gamble and it pays off. It's also fun when you do the gamble and it doesn't pay off.
Just less fun.
It's looking like DRI is pretty dead so far, though.
It definitely is, because this the Leaf Across platform's chest was a heart container, so neither of our runners gonna find anything here unless we see what the boulder chest was. So.
Yeah, once we see what we stored, then that will be kind of telling whether or not, you know, Spy made the right decision by going to DRI first.
The extra health is always a nice bonus. We'll see if we have multiple hearts like a lot of our races have actually been having recently, from what I've noticed.
Mm-hmm. The race that I did the other day, I think we ended up with 8 hearts in total. And we got like 4 of the 6 heart containers. There's only 6 heart containers in the game, because there's only 6 bosses. All the other health that you get is from heart pieces. And you get a lot more heart pieces than you think.
Neither of our runners have checked their inventory yet to see what they stored. Oh, it was bait bag.
A bait bag. Big pig in logic for SwegDude at least.
Just gonna say that. We do like seeing big pig.
Sword on Beetle.
Oh, that's huge.
That is so nice to get very early on.
Oh, if Sweg would pause right now and see that he does have bait bag. But unfortunately, we'll skip right past it.
What do you want the bait? Oh, to buy bait. Yeah, no, that would have been super smart. That would have been super smart, actually. That's too bad. He's probably gonna. Depending on when he checks next, he will probably just end up buying bait on outset. That's like the only other place that you get bait.
Which still isn't a bad area to buy it at. Just would have been nice for the convenience sake of here was checking Beetle there.
Yeah, it's not great because you have to choose whether or not you want to grab it on the way in or just sail straight to Mesa.
Yeah.
So obviously, the ideal situation is not having to go into Beetle twice. You want to pop in there, buy his 20, and then if you have the bait bag, just pee pee poof.
Spytron giving us some good mini blend ASMR.
I always love getting a quiver before I get the bow.
I always think it's really funny.
Well, when I get the bow, then I'm like, ah, cool, I have the bow. And then I look at how many arrows I have, and I go, oh, dude, I got 60 arrows. That's awesome. So convenient, especially when I have to do Tot G, and then I use all my arrows on Goden.
Yeah, arrow heavy dungeon, not the most fun with only 30.
Tingle percent.
And that is Tingle statues.
Last Tingle statue on 5-star Isle. Is that Sphere 1 Tingle? Might be Sphere 2, because I think, or no, yeah, I think it's Sphere 2. I think one of them was locked behind a combat item.
I'm trying to think.
I think one of them was on Crescent Moon sub, which requires a combat item or like something to kill a mini blend with.
No, the mini blend was the quiver we just watched. They're all Sphere 0.
You're so right.
Sphere 1 angle.
It's Sphere 1 angle.
Wow.
Wow, interesting. Interesting. All right, and Spy actually does know that he has bait bag, so he's gonna do the single dip of Beetle. Yeah. Unfortunately, the sad part about having bombs before you buy bait is that you can't actually buy a pair until you buy the 20 rupee item, and then you need to reset Beetle.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, it doesn't lose that much time. It's definitely gonna save more time than having to go in there a whole second time and route it in somewhere, because now he just doesn't have to go into Beetle ever again, and he doesn't have to worry about it.
This is true, and he's going to be picking up his power bracelets here. We'll see if our runners start heading towards outset soon at all.
Yeah, as they are right now, after Spy picks up the chests in here, they'll be able to just full clear outset, except for Grandma. They do need a bottle to come back for Grandma, but that is the only thing that they will need to come back for. So getting 4 out of 5 checks that are on outset is pretty nice.
We will also see Spy more than likely mail note to Mom right away. So I have a feeling that we'll see Spy head towards some place that's going to have a mailbox for sure.
It's a very clean cliff plat from SwegDude as well. This storage can be tricky. The timing is deceptively difficult.
Cliff plat is actually where I learned how to do storage.
Yeah, it sucks. I think that's where I learned to do it as well. I think I sat in a call with Crane Windmaker Rando, the HD speedrunner, and he just was like, here's how you do storage. Sit here and do it for 30 minutes. Oh, did we get DN? Okay, yeah. It's always nice to get DN. At least to get it early. Oh, it's so sad to talk that Korok. That text is so long. It takes 900 years. He's got a million things to say, and he needs to let you know right now.
All he could just do is just say, hey, I need some water.
Go get it yourself. You can fly.
If we literally live on an ocean.
Alright, Spy's mailing note to Ma'am. So this is going to tell us if that Island of Steel play at the beginning was worth it or not. Alright, pretty cool. I love this BPR strat. It's so simple, and it's so satisfying to get. Nothing on note to Mom. That does open up Beetle Mail whenever we go fight Jalhalla. So depending on when Sweg goes out of Steel and how soon Earth Temple gets opened up, that could still be nice for Spy. But it's not looking great so far.
This will definitely be curious to see.
Yeah, I'm gonna see BPR from Sweg. There's our leaf.
Oh my gosh, that's
Spy's gonna grab that
huge
soon
right
as well.
there.
Alright, and I think, yeah, Sweg saw that he has the bait bag. Looks like he didn't get anything else exciting. Could still have Ghost Ship chart, or if he got something in the delivery bag, then we won't know yet. But you know, so it could be Cabana Deed. I think it's the only thing. Well, could have been a trap. Oh, I think he checked his trap for species. I don't know.
It wasn't anything major that we saw right this second.
Yeah, it's not that important to get the Triforce pieces. The only Triforce piece that matters is the 8th one, right? Because that's when you get to go into Hyrule. Doesn't matter where the rest of them are, or if you pick them up. You really don't even need to check.
And who needs the Triforce in general, honestly?
Well, you'll know by the time that you fight a boss, because it'll tell you how many that you have. Which is very convenient.
This is true.
Alright, chat, I need you all to avert your eyes. We're seeing the worst island in this entire game. The island programmed by an intern.
Swag pulling out the shield sliding. We'd love to see that.
Dude,
Looks
flexing
very
on
interesting
us.
with the DS Link skin.
Honestly, for as bad as Bomb Island is, doing it with bombs and a sword isn't the worst thing on the planet.
Doing Bomb Island is the worst thing.
Bomb Island sucks. I hate it.
Oh,
I hate
lower
it so
chest was a
much.
heart piece. This is good to know. Good information. So.
The difference is, Crane, that I believe in your ability to program good things. This is not a good island. It's not even
Crane,
named
I'm gonna
correctly.
need you to go in and patch over Bomb Island with something
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, can you just put something else there? Like anything else? That'd be great. Alright, and Spy is grabbing his leaf. This could be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if he pushed Bomb Island, because it's right there. But he could shake it up, could go to Forest Haven. He knows how to skip the grappling hook to get those 2 Forest Haven checks.
Bomb
Shard
Island
Bomb Island.
required though.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, why don't we rename it Power Bracelets Island, and then we'll recoup.
So Spy is going to be heading that direction.
Yeah, that's the smart thing. You generally don't want to have to come back to Bomb Island if you want to route it in right after BPR. You can route it in with Forest Haven, but this is just so convenient because you're pretty close to the island already. The other reason that Bomb Island sucks is because this is one of only 2 subs in the game that you can't skip by leaf pumping over. Alright, Spy is cheating and grabbing a hint.
I didn't even catch that.
I didn't look either. I didn't even notice it. Vanilla bottle?
What is
Vanilla
this?
bottle. That's a
All right,
pretty
so
nice sale that you got
I'm
there,
predicting
Swag.
we're definitely going to see an outset push here very soon.
Wallet on Stonewatcher. Disgusting. Does Spy go to the out of logic check? Does he go do lookup platform on Stonewatcher? We're seeing our Tingle push.
Oh, that's a good call right there. I think.
Yeah.
You have all
getting
5
this-
statues. Go get your check, and then figure out your routing from there.
Yeah, get this out of the way. The only thing that can make this faster is hookshot. But if you got Sphere 1 ankle, you never want to come back to this quadrant ever again. So you're just like, I'm just gonna pop in, pop out. Oh, it was 50 rupees. Just kidding. Here's the actual
250 rupees actually.
Ooh, the worst song in the entire game.
Also completely unnecessary.
Yes, very epic. Honestly, knowing Spy, no, he might do some chest storage strats, and that might utilize the chest on Stonewatcher and the Stonewatcher platform. And if it does, I'd be interested to see if that's where he gets his first wallet. Pretty unlikely though. I don't think he's gonna pull that out in a bracket race. But it would be pretty epic.
Where do I go right now?
Sweg is going to
Is this 6-eye sub?
6-eye sub. It looks like he's having a little tough time finding it. But he actually, he sailed to Cyclops Reef, which is deceptively similar looking. And it's right next to it as well, so if you're sailing there. I think it's always faster to warp to a quadrant and to avoid sailing through a second one.
I agree, because I think the faster method would have definitely warped to Tot G and then go 6-eye.
Yeah. Because the other thing you can do there is you can save scum on Tot G. If 6-eye is nothing, you soft reset and then you go straight to you can save scum the chest on the top of waterfall. If that's something important, then great. If not, you just soft reset it out of there too. But, sometimes you make decisions. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's slower to sail to 6-eye Reef from Tingle.
Well, you're going across almost 2 quadrants at that point. I would assume it's definitely slower.
Yeah, I think even if you go diagonally straight into the next quadrant, you still gotta sail pretty far in.
Oh, Sweg grabbing that ledge at the last second. What a good play.
You know what else I just realized? They're gonna be able to full clear outset, just outright, because they got a bow.
Oh yeah.
So they're just gonna pop in, pop out. They gotta do well, Sweg has to do the warp of shame back to what's it called? He's gotta do the warp of shame back to Mother and Child.
Yeah, that's why I kind of disagree with the immediate play of Mother and Child. I typically, depending on how I'm feeling, I usually try and put it off until I have that bottle.
Yeah, I've debated save scumming, but it's not really worth it. I usually grab it just on like the off chance that it's my sword, and then you have an early sword, because there are a lot of items that can kind of just break open the early game. Speaking of early game, Spy is running over to Cabana.
Not a bad play to check this.
There is an RNG fairy that you can grab from the grass here. I don't believe that he's at the correct amount of health to have it spawn.
I wasn't sure if Spy was actually going to save scum that chest or not. I'm kind of surprised he didn't.
I think it's slower to do it, and I think since he has the delivery bag, he's just kind of committing to just waiting for the Cabana deed. There is another chest that's a little bit convenient that you can bring. You can bring one from 2-eye plat, but it's definitely not ideal. Like, as we can see here, Sweg is going to save scum this chest and just wait until he has the hook shot to potentially skip it.
Yeah, seeing the mindset of both runners, one with the delivery bag, one without, that actually makes a lot of sense there.
Yeah, if it was me in Spy's shoes. I probably would have save scummed it as well, just to be safe, just in case like Cabanadine is somewhere terrible. But it's not the worst play on the planet. Especially, well, yeah. But if you're committing to the what I call the Season 4 special, then you are just planning on full clearing anyway. SwegDude not grabbing a fairy before hitting outset. Will he realize that he needs to grab a fairy to save Grandma? Saving Grandma, as we all know, super required. Exclamation mark Grandma. You will go to prison if you do not. There is a fairy that you can get in Savage Labyrinth, but if you don't have the hook shot, it's very slow.
I think he's realizing it now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna go grab his fairy now, which is kind of unfortunate. That is always, you know, you got a lot of things to keep track of. You know, sometimes you just forget.
No, I completely agree. And Spy grabbing that fairy from Mother and Child, and then heading straight to outset from there.
Yeah, they were slip-slapping some hands together, because they left and arrived at the same time. So the interesting thing about the time of day that Spy has right now. So for those of you who don't know, in order to get the letter from Grandma, you actually need it to transition from day to night. But the interesting thing about that is that it actually needs to transition from a certain hour. Like, this game counts its time in hours, and an hour is like X amount of minutes, right? So I believe with the time that Spy entered Grandma, he's gonna be able to play Song of Passing, and have it be day, but still get the letter from Grandma, which is just a little fun fact if you didn't know that.
Yeah, I never knew the timing on it, but I've definitely had it where I show up at night and all of a sudden I have the letter the next morning, and I've just never understood that. But that actually makes sense.
The interesting thing about it as well is because that time doesn't pass on outset, so it'll be whatever time it was when you entered. A letter from another season. I miss talking to the postman. Alright. High-fiving on the way out of Grandma's basement again.
Maggie's letter. Absolutely not needed.
Ah, beautiful!
What a song. Was that first try roll clip?
First try roll clip from Spy. That is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful roll clip. Do I really? I love short side quests. I was talking about this before the stream.
We were talking about this actually.
Grappling hook.
Oh my gosh. That's so actually nice. In logic too, because they have bombs.
Yeah, very nice. Sphere 1 grappling hook. No, we were talking about this before stream. Short side quests are so fun. I miss talking to Creeb. I miss talking to Maggie twice.
I miss chasing children.
Yes, I miss chasing the killer bees, door canceling into Lenzo. For those of you who don't know, the last season that we did had different settings, and Windfall had like 14 checks on it, which is insane. It's a lot of checks. Yeah, I got to talk to Minenko.
Yeah, Pictobox, just, I kind of forget about Pictobox now.
Ooh, nice double magic.
Not only giving us soup, but also giving us double magic.
Did Spytron check Mesa?
I don't believe Spy has done Mesa yet. Probably ratting it with Big Pig, which is actually a pretty smart move there.
That is smart. He's just committing to the roll clip. If I can ever get it to be nighttime, when I'm already on outset, I will usually just go into Mesa's house normally, because it's open at nighttime. The reason that you really want to learn the clip is that if you go there very early on in the seed, then you don't want it to change time of day, or you don't want to play Song of Passing, so you just roll clip in there. But if it's nighttime, you can just go in there normally.
Yeah, I can definitely understand why he routed it this way, but I kind of agree. If it's already nighttime, I mean,
it makes sense. If he's comfortable with the roll clip, which he pretty clearly is, it's still just as fast.
Oh, Boomerang. That'll be nice for Forbidden Woods. Obviously not required, but, well, logically, yes, but I think both of our runners are probably comfortable enough to do Boomerang or without Boomerang.
This is probably going to push them into Forbidden Woods. There you go. Beautiful first try roll clip.
That is insanely good. Those roll clips are amazing.
Even worried about it. Frame perfect, by the way. Frame perfect roll clip.
I know Spy has been working on those roll clips for a while.
So nice, so nice, so nice. Beautiful roll clips from both of our runners today. You love to see it.
It's very interesting to see what our runners have in terms of items, and that both runners have items that the other doesn't, that both lead to, so far from what we've seen, not required checks.
Ooh, he got a hint that beta Note to Mom was in Islet of Steel. Imagine that. Alright, we are seeing our... Ooh, this is interesting. We're getting Golf on Spy's side. And we're gonna see Headstone from Sweg's side. Yeah, hints in S4 are a little bit not great. You usually get a hint for like a bottle that you don't want to go out of your way for, or you get a hint for something completely useless.
Barrow's Pearl is actually probably one of the only things I would actually be okay with finding there.
Yeah, SwegDude not grabbing the pearl. That does not required to open Tot G. Well, I mean, we don't need to open Tot G, but that is the one pearl that actually gives you a piece of mail.
With another item with it, so...
Yeah, exactly.
That is definitely useful, for sure. Unfortunate that he had to do the bird twice there. I didn't even catch that he didn't pick that up the first time.
Yeah, it's sad that he didn't get, they didn't dupe the pair as well, because now, if he doesn't get Fire and Ice for Needle Rock, he's gonna have to go buy more bait, unless he picks up a pair somewhere.
This is true.
Nothing on Golf. That's what he gets for being a dirty cheater. Hints and cheating Golf.
Imagine.
Very cringe.
I will say, Boomerang on Rat Sub, that's the chef's kiss moment right there. That's my favorite
so beautiful. Gets easier every time. I've done it before with Hero Sword, and while it's not my favorite thing on the planet, it's definitely not the worst thing I've ever done.
And the worst thing is definitely doing it with only hammer, because that is illogic. And not paying off. Paying out, but not paying off.
Yeah, I mean that's about the fastest way that you can do Rat Sub, so it makes sense, especially if you're committing to the you know, again, the S4 special. Also, we're getting another hint. That is actually a good hint. I believe
Rumble
that's...
of Evil's Lair, is that Greatfish?
I believe it's either Greatfish or Forsaken Fortress. But I could super be wrong. I never get hints. But that is, like, actually a good hint. Huh. Interesting. I'm gonna see if I can... I don't think there's, like, a text document.
I think there is. Is anybody... Is Symphonic, like, around at all? I know
Symphonic gets hints all the time.
Or
J-Wist. J-Wist might know. Because that is actually kind of important to know.
Why is it so cryptic? What happened to Way of the Hero? That is a great question.
Yeah.
What item was it for? It was a sword.
It was a sword in the rubble of Evil's lair.
I think it's Greatfish.
I mean, I guess we'll find out, right? Greatfish is in logic, so...
So I think we're all pretty. It's either probably Great Fish or Forsaken. I just don't think Forsaken is necessarily rubble.
Yeah, I think it's Forsaken as well. I don't see why it would be Great Fish because I don't know, whatever. SwegDood's in Forbidden Woods, by the way, in case anyone was curious.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, that's like getting the boomerang, having boomerang, bombs, sword, grappling hook, and leaf is very much like you just want to go in it. You got to do it anyway. Yeah. You might as well. And they've got soup. Like, why not, right?
Yeah, I think this is definitely a move. I just was not even looking. And all of a sudden he's in Forbidden Woods.
Forbidden Woods is so beautiful to watch. There are such interesting storage strats that you can do in here.
Did you get the mail for Forest Bro?
I was about to say, I was too busy talking about what the rubble of Evil's Lair means. And I just like zoned out for like a hot second. Spy is actually
entering
Earth Temple. He can get, I don't think he can get a single check in here. He can open the door and he can open up the warp pot. He doesn't have command melody. He doesn't have mirror shield.
I mean, the warp pot makes sense because he can warp from Forsaken to here, correct?
Yes.
So that isn't a bad plan, but the rest of it,
it's very bold. I will say that to come in here without
anything.
Come in here with command melody is like command melody and no mirror shield is kind of whack.
I can get command melody because he has Skullhammer at least, so he can get into that first crypt room.
Yeah, exactly.
I can get that, but
yeah, he's opened up the warp pot, so he's planning on coming back in here. So he's probably gonna open this up and then leave, I would think, unless he thinks that he can pull out some swag strats, some glitch logic strats. I imagine.
Yeah, this will definitely be interesting to see.
Huh.
Also, SwegDude not storing chest inside a tree, so we are gonna see just regular strats in the hub room.
There is another so if you do small key skip, if you commit to small key skip, you can there's another chest that you can get that I used to get as well, which is in the Morth Pit. The Morth Pit chest, you can store that. But you can also skip using the grapple here if you just leaf across. So you don't actually need storage to get across here. It's not usually what you do. Usually, well, I shouldn't say usually what you do. What a lot of our runners have been doing is you store the whole in tree chest and then just immediately go to small key skip.
Looks like we'll be seeing Spy head towards Forbidden Woods as well.
Yeah, this is smart.
You gotta pick up Furor's mail first. Yep.
So if we missed it, then we'll see what it is here. But I really don't think that he picked it up.
I don't think he did, because I don't think he got Grandma mail yet either. No, he did not, because he only has single magic.
Yeah. And it was nothing, so it didn't even matter. Another heart container.
Wow. These Season 4 settings have had so much health, I feel like, which is surprising, because I don't know, I just feel like it shouldn't have as much health as it does.
Is he gonna bomb storage? Bomb push storage? No, there's no way, right? I think he's just gonna do vanilla. He's not gonna do small key skip.
Interesting.
This is interesting routing from I'm excited to ask Spy about what, unless he's got some like big brain, like 50 steps ahead, he's playing 5D chess. I want to know what that was all about.
Oh, we found our first bow in the Vine Maze.
Nice. Forbidden Woods always loaded?
Honestly.
So Spy coming in here with double magic is actually very nice. It means that you don't have to like go out of your way to get as many magic refills, which, you know, you would think, you know, Forbidden Woods being the dungeon, right? Where you get magic for the first time. Okay? Are you with me on this? Are you tracking? You'd think they would give you magic drops everywhere. and they super don't. And what I've been told is that the reason for that is because the Boko Baba bulbs give you magic. But I don't like that.
True. Yeah,
I don't like that
either.
answer.
That's a very cop-out answer right there.
It's a very cop-out answer, all right? Just give me drops from the grass. There's so much grass in here. It's literally a giant tree.
This is very interesting to see SwegDude going for the boomerang skip. I mean, I respect it.
I mean, you don't have to watch the cutscene, but I
That's
think all the
true.
time that you save not watching the cutscene is wasted by the fact that you have to get storage and then open 2 doors. But, I mean, you know, more power to him.
I'm wondering here if the optimal route would have been the small key skip and then just going into basement, because obviously the key is in basement somewhere.
Mm.
And there
Well,
it
there's
is
the
right
key,
there.
yeah. So it kind of worked out for him. He, you know, only have to do 1 save warp still. Spy missing this ledge grab on... It's a little bit precise, and it can get a little bit nervy. But, yeah, he got it. He got it a couple tries in. Oh, that's true. Swag hasn't... Oh! Swag hasn't... Wait.
Sweg voided.
No, Swag voided out, I think. Because Swag
Sweg
didn't
did.
throw a hole in
Are we
three.
talking about the first room?
Yeah, no, Swag voided out already.
Sweg voided on that pit.
Yeah, no, he's fine.
But second Triforce shard in big tree in the basement.
Yeah, very nice. I guess we're gonna see. Yeah, Spy doing the usual route, or the more common route through Forbidden Woods here. Probably gonna take a small key skip, straight from hole in tree, and then just go straight to the Mothula room. Part of the reason that you do this is like straight into Mothula is that the Mothula mini boss room is actually a loading zone. So you can save warp out of there without having to worry about deleting your item.
That was very good leaf pumping there on Sweg's side. Skipping, going across the red plant.
That flower skip is very precise if you don't have double magic. And I messed it up more times than I can count. So, you know, props to him. We're gonna see what's in big key chest. Generally, the other reason that you do small key skip at the beginning is because you never want to come here. Cabana Deed.
That'll be good for Spy.
Yeah, because Spy, well, kind of. He saved a little bit of time by not...
I simply say that by... that's more than likely where Spy will go after Forbidden Woods.
Yes, most likely.
So, that's...
Kind of worked out for him. That's
Yeah.
a place that he has to go anyway. It isn't a little bit of an out-of-the-way check, but I'd be surprised if he didn't get it because it's guaranteed not a dungeon item. But I was gonna say, part of the reason that you want to do small key skip at the very beginning is you want to avoid going to big key chest, like, if you can. It's a very out-of-the-way check that if you fail getting to it, it's really annoying because then you have to go all the way back, or you have to take the flower all the way over, and that's very slow as well.
I agree.
So generally you wanna do that last, either that or second to last, and do double Mothula last to do big key skip. But again, if you're committing to the Season 4 special, then you know, you get all the checks
Very
anyway,
good
so it doesn't matter.
fight there by Spytron.
Yeah, it's having the skull hammer for that fight is always very nice because the skull hammer actually one-hit kills the Mothula. Command melody.
Okay.
That would have been nice for Spy to have earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, still an interesting play. He can still go to Forsaken Fortress before Earth Temple, because if he gets one more sword, then... oh, actually, Spy is the Master Sword. I just realized
That's Chest Across Hanging Vines, I think, is the Master Sword.
Yeah.
So Spy could actually go in...
He can full clear FF now and then just go straight to ET. The thing about that is he might push off ET now until he gets the mirror shield, which depending on where the mirror shield is, that's not going to be great for Spy.
Could definitely be rough. Also, what is...
I believe Spy was getting a magic refill? I don't know exactly what he was doing there.
Does have soup, right?
Does have soup. He, in his head, that might have been faster than doing soup dupe, but I don't know for sure. Oh, Swag, you have the boomerang, but that works too.
I mean, getting out of menu time, I can...
That's true. That is very true. Ooh, that locked tree strap with the boomerang is always very tilting if you don't get it first try. Alright, then I guess we'll see now, because Swag is grabbing this chest. And that was in fact the Master Sword.
Wow.
Is the Rebel of Evil's lair?
Yes, it is. It is now.
Clearly. It's a Rebel of Evil's lair.
It is an evil-looking tree?
Yeah, well, it's forbidden to go there, from what I've been told.
So, like, why do they have it? That's the real question here. If it's forbidden, like, it's the Deku tree. Why is he just like, okay, yeah, I can stay?
I mean, it looks cool. It's an aesthetics thing. They got a cool cyclone that goes into it.
So far, we have found a shard, a sword, and a bow in Forbidden Woods. I think it's safe to say that loaded.
Always loaded. I think, yeah, doing this early and getting that early bow and that early sword, and getting one of the shards out of the way, depending on Cabana, could be super worth it as well. But I think Command Melody is definitely, obviously, like, the big game changer here. Like, that just, you know, you've got a couple checks in Earth Temple now, especially since you have the Skull Hammer. Because now, I believe right side is open.
Yeah, right side, especially with Command Melody. Besides the
destructible walls chest, yeah. So it's just the one check. That's not that nice, actually. But that could have something.
Mirror Shield happens to be there.
Could be Mirror Shield. Could be Mirror Shield. All right, very nice. Blink and you miss it. Calademos is dead, by the way.
Very nice.
A very satisfying fight to watch, especially when you have the Master Sword. There's so many cool ways. I love doing Forbidden Woods. Obviously, one, because it's very fast to do and it's very fun. There's a lot of cool storage stuff that you can do. But you also, there's so many ways to kill Calademos. You can use bombs.
It's very interesting.
You can use fire arrows. You can shoot him down with regular arrows. You can actually break those vines with the grapple as well.
I didn't know about the grapple. I knew you could do hook shot, but it's hard.
Grapple is even harder because you can't even aim it. I think Woofer did it once.
Jeez. And we're gonna see Swag grab the Forest Haven checks now, because that was a full clear of Forbidden Woods by Swag. So.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Spy didn't full clear either. I think he has all of his dungeon items. Oh no, he still needs to grab the compass. So he's mostly gonna full clear this as well.
Yeah.
Which, you know, again, it's the Season 4 special, baby. You can't ask for more.
Exactly.
Any bulb skippers? Fun fact, it's actually slower to not do bulb skip if you have.
That's Mirror Shield right there. Oh my gosh.
Mirror Shield.
That is
goodness gracious.
Besides EGL, that is a full clear.
Fire and Ice as well, but
that's right. I always forget the Fire and Ice is logically required. But who needs logic, right? We're playing randomizers.
Imagine a triple dip of ET from Spy.
I think, well, I mean, Spy clearly went in with the want of doing a double dip, so I mean.
Yeah. There's no way he doesn't full clear Forsaken Fortress first. because he already opened up the warp pot. So I think this is me speculating here. I think that Spy is gonna go straight to Forsaken Fortress after this, or he's definitely gonna full clear Forsaken Fortress first.
Such a clean bomb. Oh, that was
it's such a satisfying strat.
It's so nice.
The thing about Spy, right? And this is like the meta game, right? Is that you're talking about the guy here who once accidentally deleted the mirror shield and then still managed to like full clear Earth Temple, or
not
like
even that,
he like
went to learn how to do it because he wanted to.
Yeah. We've seen firsthand from Gymnast 86 as well. He did ET without the mirror shield.
I've done ET without mirror shield before. It's a pain, but it's definitely
not
doable.
nice. Also, mail into mail, we got the wallet check, so we're gonna see what's on our expensive purchases. Any fun items?
And also finally getting Grandma, so he'll have his double magic now.
Yeah, that would have been very nice to have in there, but he didn't really need it, honestly. Nothing exciting on expensive purchases. Boring.
Oh my gosh! So that's fire and ice arrows.
Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that's very nice. Oh. That...
Oh, I didn't even think about Angular.
EGL is the only thing that's barring us from a full clear of Earth Temple right now, but Spy knows how to skip EGL. It's not that hard.
I believe
the only thing that's hard is that first
too.
Songstone.
Yeah, that first one is a pain.
I would not be surprised if we went straight to Forsaken Fortress after this. You could pick up Makar.
Spy not pulling out command melody strats with Makar?
Wait, can you use command melody on Makar there?
Oh yeah, if you guys did not know this, you can actually call Makar, pick him up, throw him, and use command melody and actually control him in that room.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, not even joking. You can go into the warp zone, and it's super funny because Makar will start sliding, and you just see yourself in the warp.
Oh, that's so funny.
10 out of 10 recommend that you try it. I don't know why it works.
Alright, Spy's gonna have to grab his mirror shield. I guess we're gonna see what happens. There's a lot of things he could do. Could full clear the overworld, or he could just go straight into FF. He's probably... The thing about going into ET early and opening up that warp pot is he's kind of locked himself into doing Earth Temple last no matter what. Which means that he essentially also has to do Forsaken Fortress last. But we know that a sword is there, if that's what that means. I'm pretty sure it is. But I guess we'll find out if our hint speculation was correct.
Yeah, this will definitely be interesting. Watch there be a sword both on FF and on Great Fish. And then we'll just never know which one the hint actually was.
Exactly. It's worth noting that we're still missing the hook shot, which is an important item, but not necessarily for Spy. Spy is kind of goated at zombie hovering, and I know that he knows how to do Morph hover. So if it comes down to hookshot go mode, we might be seeing our first Morph hover of, I believe, of the S4 tournament, but definitely at least a Challenge Cup.
Yeah, for sure Challenge Cup. I don't know if anybody's done it yet. Oh, that's another sword.
Angular? What if that's the rubble of Evil's lair?
Oh, it is pretty evil, honestly.
I mean, it is made out of just, like, you know, used car batteries, so maybe. I don't know.
That was definitely a good play going to Angular there, though.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Did Swag skip over Ice Ring, though?
I don't think he went to Ice Ring. I feel like we would have noticed him doing that.
I'm wondering if he's going to go up there now. What is...
That's a cool
I think he was trying to Wind Waker break.
Alright, let's see what Spy decides to do. He's got the fire and ice arrows, he's got the mirror shield, he's got a lot of options.
I think Spy's gonna go Ice Ring. No?
Cabana! Not the worst idea on the planet. He does have the Cabana deed.
True. I did kind of forget about that, and I did say that Spy will more than likely go to Cabana.
This is gonna save him, I think, 1 warp. I think this saves you 1 warp if you just do this now.
This will be, yeah, because they'll just probably go straight down the line, I bet. Go Cabana to Ice Ring to Angular.
This might save you 2, actually.
Oh, that's a shard. Oh, Ice Ring.
That is our
This is
third.
great.
That is our third. We got 2 more overworld shards that we gotta find.
Our runners are just finding everything right now.
I believe they have the same overworld shards.
Yeah, besides that Ice Ring, they have the exact same shards.
No. It's interesting how different the routes have been from the very beginning.
And then also how much like they are still so similar in everything that they have already, though.
Well, yeah, it's been a lot of junk, but they still kind of like, they managed to high five enough times that they like keep up with each other in the same amount of items. Sweg is actually ahead right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the biggest thing though, Sweg still has not been to Islet, so still does not have the delivery bag.
Yeah, I mean, it'll come down, I think, to if that matters, depending on when he gets, when he goes to Islet of Steel, if he goes to Islet of Steel.
Right.
It'll come down to if Beetle Mail has something. Because, fun fact, you get mail from killing Johala, but you only get that mail if you've already mailed Note to Mom.
Oh,
EGL and Cabana. Oh my goodness.
Alright. Well. Oh, that's a huge thing right there. We haven't seen hookshot, so Sweg can't do Cabana Deed skip right now.
Well, Sweg has the Cabana Deed.
I know,
he doesn't have delivery bag. I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
Oh, that's huge, actually.
That's gigantic. That could be a damper to that lead that currently has.
Yeah, that's why he went to Forsaken Fortress, probably. Oh, wow. That's very tragic for him, actually. Unless he gets hookshot in here. If he gets hookshot in here, it literally doesn't matter, because he save scummed the chest. I think if you get a good Cabana Deed skip, it's about the same amount of time as just, like, giving him the Cabana Deed. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if he didn't do Great Fish into Islet and Needle Rock soon.
Yeah, this will be...
Yep, there's
oh my gosh, there's our last sword.
That's gotta be Rubble of Evil's lair, right?
It has to
be. There's no way Angular Isle is a Rubble of Evil's lair.
Look, I don't know. Where were the other swords at?
There was one on Beetle.
So Beetle is definitely the Rubble of Evil's lair. There's no question about that.
Beetle is definitely something. All right, that's for sure. Yeah, the fact that EGL was in there, unless Sweg knows some sick EGL skip strats. That might...
I'll be honest, I've never seen Sweg run Earth Temple, but I would imagine, I feel like he at least maybe has the knowledge of it.
Alright, Phantom Ganon actually looks like it's going to be our map.
I'm wondering if Sweg will realize that here. I imagine so, because it looks like he's just going straight up the path.
Yeah. I believe it's... There's a way that you can... If you go through the bottom, it's faster. Because you go through less loading zones. But I don't know if it's faster... I don't know if it's that much faster, because you actually have to go past and then go to the chest on bed check. What I would have done here is I would have just save warped. And then just gone through and like done the leaf to the ladder, but you know, whatever works for you, whatever you're most comfortable with. There's a bunch of strats that I could do that aren't super helpful, or that I could do that I'm not comfortable with. so they wouldn't be helpful for me specifically. So that's probably what
Yeah, I
happened.
never
Here,
know
is
how to
he's
route my
used to going
Forsaken
through it.
Fortress.
There's something to be said for going for consistency. You know, it's much better to go for like a more consistent, slower strat than it is to go for a strat that you might fail 4 times. Well, depending on the strat, but...
This is true.
Alright, and Spy is going to grab his 3rd sword. He actually knows that his last sword, if he knows what that hint meant, then he knows that his last sword is in Forsaken Fortress.
No one did Zoomer strats. This is true.
Well, they didn't do Zoomer Rumor strats, right? I don't know how much time the PP Hop strat actually saves. But it does definitely look a little swaggy.
46 seconds. That's actually that's pretty solid time save right there.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something to be said for, like I said, there is something to be said for consistency. That's a very new strat. Alright, I don't believe Spy has done... No, he did do the headstone check. Never mind.
He did,
Say,
yeah.
he might be storing this chest, but I don't think there's anywhere he could take it that would be useful to him right now.
Now, with that warp pod being open, I think Spy is... What is Spy
He is going to do a super swim. He
So
could
look
be
away
super
from
swimming...
Spy's screen there. What is...
What are you working on, bud? Is he going to super swim to Earth Temple? Alright, we're getting our Helm Rock skip from Sweg here. Oh, is he not done 5-star yet? No, I think he's going to Earth Temple.
He's definitely going to Earth Temple. This is...
Unless he's turning around.
He's been to 5-star, hasn't he? He did Cleft Plat and everything, didn't he?
I think he did Cliff Plat, but he did... Yeah, no, he's swimming to 5-star. Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, Spy is actually swimming forward currently.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just realized I didn't warn about the super swim. You can look back now if you looked away from the super swim. The super swim is over. That is my bad. Sorry about that. I was too busy thinking about where he was going.
I think I said it, or I started saying it, but I don't think I finished my phrase.
The good thing about this is he has the leaf for it, so he is just gonna... Ooh, unless you miss that. And then, well, he has the Master Sword as well, which makes it very easy.
Oh, Sweg getting lucky with the bird dropping back down for him.
I believe... Well, I won't give percentages that don't matter, but sometimes when he flies back up, he doesn't come back down. Oh, the Tingle statue, and Tingle was dead. Oh, that's gonna... that might lead Spy on a red herring if he goes to grab Tingle. Without the hookshot as well, that is a sad amount of time lost.
Are we gonna see flight control sub?
Flight control or Fire Mountain, probably both. But let's see what order he goes into. Oh, and paw print, because I don't believe we've seen our grapple check.
Grapple check? No, we have not.
But
Slug
yeah,
grabbing
looks like he's
another boss Triforce shard there, easily bonking the bird.
so beautiful. All right, so we still have 2 overworld shards that we're looking for, and the hook shot, and lights, and then that's all we need to beat the game.
Yeah. That's crazy. We're getting pretty close to the wire here. I mean,
what were we seeing?
yeah,
Some
I'm
high-fiving?
curious if we're going to be looking at Earth Temple having everything that we need.
Yeah, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with Wind Waker Rando, you really, really, really want to clear as little of Earth Temple as possible, because the difference of time between getting to go mode Earth Temple and like skipping a bunch of techs a bunch of checks, sorry, is like 15 minutes. It's like 10 to 15 minutes, which is huge. So you really want to just be like, I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna get storage, and I'm also gonna get my light arrows on flight control platform.
Yeah, that is huge right there.
That is very big.
I mean, really thought Swag was going to be heading that direction too, but it looks like we're going to see what our grapple check is on Poprin at least.
I didn't see if Swag saved on DRI, but if this is nothing, he could just soft reset. I'd be very surprised if he didn't grab FCP and Fire Mountain while he's already in this upper northeastern quadrant.
Yeah, I didn't catch if he saved or not either.
He could just be planning on saving out of here and then warping back anyway. It's kind of slow to like jump down and then, because if you jump down, you don't jump slash correctly, you take damage. Spy is missing the sword on Forsaken Fortress. And that is also the thing about opening that warp pod. Like I said, he's locked himself into doing Earth Temple last, which also means that he's locked himself into doing Forsaken Fortress last because he's planning on warping there from the warp pod. Unless he just decides not to, and then just warps to outset. Yes, he does know that it's there, so Spy knows that Hyrule is dead. But he also doesn't know, like, he's still looking for Triforce pieces. He's still looking for the hook shot. I don't believe there was anything else. Also, we're holding hands right now in Fire Mountain.
Big holding hands.
I don't believe there was anything else of note in Forsaken Fortress. Ooh, so sad. That's what you get for not waiting for 420. Oh, 07. Now this is
really in here with this cross platforms and Fire Mountain.
This is another one of those divisive checks in the game. It's very long. It's like one of the longer checks that you can get in the game, and it gives you one thing.
Especially, yeah, longer individual checks. Oh, so close.
All right, I guess we see what we get now. And it was nothing.
Oh, not even worth it.
Yeah, and SwegDood is just going for the more consistent vanilla route, which I think is going to make him take about the same amount of time as Spy did. Yeah, if not faster. But he doesn't have light arrows for this, so he actually, unfortunately, can't just pee-pee-poof them into non-existence. Alright, yeah, and I believe Spy is going to grab his pop print check now. So we're seeing the same checks.
Both taking reverse routes here.
I don't believe anybody's checked for Ghost Ship Chart yet.
You're right. I think we figured out what all of their stored items have been so far, though.
Yeah, so I think we've only stored a few chests.
They've stored.
We got bait bag. We got a couple heart pieces. We got a sword, and I think that was it. All right, I believe SwegDood's about to grab his lights here from flight control platform.
I would imagine that Spy will probably go Forsaken after this, and
yeah, honestly, I don't know how much overworld he has left.
Well, they have not been to Great Fish and Needle Rock yet.
Yes, we haven't been to. He's done Ice Ring. I'm trying to think of like late game checks that you normally that are locked, but there's not a ton left. We're almost done with the overworld.
Oh no. That's an unfortunate fall right there for Spy.
Ooh.
Wasting a little bit more time having to climb all the way back up.
Yeah, and Sweg just giving up on the leaf pumps. It's only, you know, especially when you're trying to conserve magic if you don't want to go for soup dupe. When you have fire and ice arrows, This is not the slowest sub
No,
on the
it's
planet.
not.
Definitely faster to just go for the leaf pumps. But it can be pretty consistent. I remember when we started with Season 4 settings, this was the scariest sub in the entire game. But once you get it down, once you get used to it, get into a rhythm, know how to avoid the erroneous targeting.
It's only really bad when you only have hook shot and it shows that it's in logic.
Even then, it's not the worst thing on the planet. All right, and this was about the same amount of time for each. Sweg a little bit slower, but I believe that's just because he entered the checks a little bit slower.
This is true. I think it's tough to say who has kind of an edge right now. I mean, Sweg has up a dungeon, but with Spy having that delivery bag that Sweg definitely needs to get into Cabana currently, that kind of just puts him back just a smidge. I feel like they're really even right now, based on just where each other are at.
He's half a dungeon ahead.
But
the
I think
first second floor just doesn't really
this
count. No, you're definitely right that it's very nice to just be that that like you have the extra Triforce shard. And you don't have to do the fight. You're already done with it. There's not a lot of stuff he could have done as well to speed up that fight, so it kind of made sense.
That's true.
I just realized we haven't seen Cyclos either, so we're gonna see what Cyclos has.
Cyclos and Greatfish, both checks that we have not seen yet. But I imagine we'll see Sweg hit Greatfish, head over to Islet and Needle Rock.
$50, nice. Go buy yourself something nice with that. Yeah, so he should be grabbing his delivery bag soon. Depending on whether he goes Islet first or Needle Rock. Yeah, it looks like he changed his mind for a second. He's going to go to Islet first.
Which I believe is the faster route, right?
Oh, it super is.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's really tempting to go for the 2 checks as opposed to the 1.
Which I can definitely understand that.
All right, Spy is grabbing his beautiful Nothing. A wonderful song that we are never gonna hear.
Sweg will be picking up the delivery bag, which I would imagine will put into his mind to head to Cabana soon as well.
Yeah, it hopefully he doesn't bank on EGL being in Earth Temple. He just really wants to look at the crest on the ground. It does look really nice. There are designs that resemble wind, in case you didn't know.
Ever noticed that the water animation around DS Link was also pixelated?
It's also pixelated? Yes. It's very
Never
nice.
noticed that before.
You love to see it.
So Spy will more than likely be heading to Needle Rock as well. And then I would think from there would be Forsaken into Earth Temple. I don't believe Spy has any Overworld left.
Yeah. Honestly, the DSE... Oh! I just realized Sweg still has to do Diamond Step.
That's true, but still does not have Hookshot.
Still doesn't have Hookshot. So I guess we're going to see if he goes for Diamond Step early while he's here, or if he waits to get Hookshot. If he gets Hookshot, then he will have fastest Diamond Step.
If he knows the strats, for sure.
If he knows the strats, of course. Either way, he's got the leaf, so it'll still be faster than what Spy did.
Yep, even just with jump slashes and stuff, it's definitely faster than going through it normal. Oh, I forgot about Airmail.
Oh yeah, we haven't checked what Airmail is yet.
It was a heart piece, unfortunately, but that could have been huge.
All right, well, holding hands in Needle Rock soon.
They have been holding a lot of hands here recently.
NRI is always very nice to see done optimally. But when you have a million arrows, you kind of get to be a little lax with them. It is always nice to not have to refresh your magic, though. Alright, looks like we do not have the ghost ship chart yet. I believe both of our runners
have. I can't imagine where they would have gotten it, so. So hookshot in Earth Temple. Are we going to be seeing all of our remaining items in Earth Temple?
It's looking that way. I don't think there's many things left, unless this is the hookshot. It was a Triforce piece.
Shard, though.
So what it could be is hookshot on Beetle Mail or hookshot on Ghost Ship, which would be very cringe. You would hate to see
all
it.
of the above.
So Spy's gamble kind of paying off a little bit. A little bit.
So Spy has a skin that is called, and I quote, Reverse Link.
Actually true, Koala. Hookshot could be... Hookshot hasn't locked anything. Hookshot is... Because the only thing that Hookshot actually locks besides Wind Temple is Diamond Step. And Diamond Step was empty. So this could be, Hookshot Go Mode.
Where's...
He's grabbing a Cabana.
Oh, is the fastest route from Top G?
That's the route that I always take. I kind of assumed it was the fastest.
Actual Morthover Seed. Yeah, Tanjo enters the chat. Blair also enters the chat. I would love to see one of the runners try and pull out Morthover. I don't know if Sweg would try it or not.
I would be very surprised.
If Spy enters Hyrule without Hookshot, I have a very strong feeling he will try and do it.
I believe it's always faster to... Unless you, like, first try Morthover. Now, there's no way Sweg does it. Spy might do it just to say that he did, you know? Just to be like, I lost, but you know what? I Morthovered, so... And you know what? He would win in swag points.
This will be very interesting. Gold, I almost said it. But I didn't.
Okay, is there a mod in chat that can ban Quiv? Can we just get them out of here? Just, please? Thanks, appreciate it. I mean, it could be some, like, asinine chain of events that gets us to the hookshot. And if so, like, Spy knows how to Morthover. He's done it before. It could work out for him if you gotta go, like, 2 lights chest to go get the hookshot. Because the hookshot, as of right now, can be anywhere.
Yeah. Well, and this is just interesting. Yeah, I really don't know.
Did Spy not? Oh, he's gonna come back to Helmarock. He's banking on that arrow mail not being anything. I think he's hoping that he gets the hookshot in here, and I believe we're missing 1 Triforce piece. Yes.
We are missing 1 Triforce piece, but that was very interesting decision on Spy's part.
I think he wanted the gamble to pay out. So, he's definitely gambling. Oh yeah, no, he's gonna wrong warp to Ganondorf. Yeah, that
Oh,
makes sense.
yes.
He needs to make sure not to save warp after this, because the Makar will be in the bottom of Earth Temple, or in the bottom of Wind Temple. He won't be able to complete it.
Watch first chest end up being hookshot.
That was an all dungeons joke. Did you like it? I learned about all dungeons the other day. If that had been hookshot, that would have been insane.
Yep, I would have. Yeah, I would have. People left the call right now, and then people came back.
I would have missed you. Yeah, did you like it, Jay? I was thinking of you when I said it. Yeah, Spy is missing. Well, yeah. So is Sweg. They have the same amount of items right now. Sweg is one boss ahead though.
This is just, yeah. Seeing Spy go into Earth Temple was a huge play. I feel like.
I mean, it
And
kind of
another
makes sense.
architecture.
The other thing about it is that means he gets to save warp after killing Jalhalla. And then, because he's just going to go in and take the pot. It does mean that he now has to double dip Earth Temple and Forsaken Fortress. But getting to Helm Rock isn't that bad. He knows that Phantom Ganon
Yeah,
is nothing.
I mean, it's Helm Rock. It's
Yeah. Helm
not
Rock is one of the fastest bosses in the entire game. I would say only second to Calademos.
Oh, he
Has
hasn't
he
done
done golf yet? I think he's going for golf. Is he gonna do DSE? That is true. I don't think we're gonna see a Morth hover when we got 8 hearts and no bomb bag.
Oh my gosh.
He is gonna go for small key skip though, unless he's just gonna go mode Earth Temple and just hope that
I don't think go modding Earth Temple is the right play for him right now if he's thinking that.
Oh no, he's just skipping I think he's just skipping opening the statue. Oh, nope. He's just going full small key skip. Oh no, he doesn't have the hookshot. He can't do small key skip.
Oh,
can
I was
he?
like, yeah, he can't do that.
Is he just gonna? Huh. Is he just gonna go mode straight to Jalhalla and then go back? I don't think he has anything else to check. I'm pretty sure this is a full clear, so.
I think it's interesting. I mean, I
definitely-
hope he doesn't fail this. I always bring Medley. If I have EGL, I always bring Medley.
Oh, that is so sad. Oh,
Yeah.
that is so sad. You hate to see it.
And
Yeah, if you
that's-
fall here, I
You're
believe it's
screwed.
RNG to fall. Like, you kind of just sometimes are guaranteed to fall. And like, you can't do anything about it. The sad part about that is that since you have chest storage, your hitbox is so small, you actually can't, you actually can't climb back up the ladder. Is it not RNG? I thought that somebody told me once that it was.
I don't
He's probably gonna-
feel like it's actually RNG. He's probably gonna go store the Tingle Chest.
Yeah,
as a
he's gonna go
backup.
store the Tingle Chest and try again. You get 2 tries for this.
He did get another small key though, so.
I didn't like that.
Oh yeah, that is
Oh, he's
probably the best thing about that model in Earth Temple.
Yeah, it looks like Sweg is
Oh,
going for
Swag is
DST
doing
here.
that. No, the
Un-
Swag go to Earth Temple.
Unfortunate. I mean,
Swag.
it makes sense for him to do this. If this has a Triforce piece and hookshot in his brain, you just get to go mode Earth Temple.
Can't have hookshot though. That's the thing.
Oh, you're so right. Okay, then he's banking on it.
Having
Oh,
a
it's super
Triforce
can.
piece.
He's banking on it having a Triforce piece. Honestly,
And
at this
that's
point, thinking about
risk-
that.
Personally, what a jump though. That was a solid first try.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Spy having a little trouble here with this bomb drop storage. There we go. I decided to bully him for it. Alright, if he falls here, that's
Then
really
he
good
probably
for him.
goes
That's a
back
lot
up
of
and does
time.
mini boss and. Well, I mean, he can open it up normal. He has
Nice.
Man and Mirror Shield.
Oh. I thought that
No.
he fell. He's very, very clean with his roll clips, as we can all see. But I think he's got his angle a little bit wrong.
His roll clips are amazing. That's 3 for 3 right there. Or 3 for 4. Either way, still very impressive. Going back in bounds, Sag, but...
Yeah, I mean, it worked out eventually.
Oh, there's last shard.
Ooh. Nice.
That's go mode right there.
That is hookshot go mode.
Oh, true. Yep, hookshot go mode. We'll be curious here.
Does he go for the hover? Actually hover seed. There's no way, right?
If he stores this chest, he's doing it.
Well, he could just come out, check mail, and then go back in and skip basement and left side.
I know Spy. I have a feeling if he goes for the actual go mode here, he's going to try
storing
hover.
it. He's gonna be storing it.
I'm telling you, I think he's actually gonna try it.
It depends on whether he takes this right to right to Jalhala.
No, I completely agree. If he actually
Oh no, you're right. He skipped medley, so he has to store this anyway. But think about how excited I was, and you just took that away from me. I hope you feel good about yourselves.
I mean, look, it's okay. The important thing is he's storing it.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I was wrong. I forgot that he skipped medley. So when you skip medley, you actually have to store this chest no matter what. Because...
oh, he's just going there. That makes sense. I was like, what is he actually doing here?
Yeah. Or not no matter what. There is another skip that you can do, but this is faster than the other way.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm all turned around because of the decisions that he's making.
He is killing the keys, which means he's not going straight for the void.
He could. Yeah.
Oh, he does go for the void. I don't know, Jay. I'm the same way. I kill the keys when I'm not going for the void.
Yeah, the keys stay dead. They don't respawn.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah,
I just don't know what the point of doing that was.
You just get to kill them beforehand when you enter, as opposed to having to kill them.
But like,
it's just a different time.
Well, I guess he's probably still probably trying to find hookshot if he can. Yeah, no, exactly, Quiv. I think looking for hookshot as much as he can. If he doesn't by the time he gets to Jalhala, I bet he just says screw it. But we have not been paying attention, and now Sweg is also in Earth Temple.
Oh, I've been paying attention. I just really want to know what Spy is doing. No, that's true, Jay. He knows.
I just didn't watch him go into Earth Temple.
You need to keep in mind, Jay, that we're talking about Spytron 1000 here, right?
This is accurate.
He does things because he can, right? I would not be surprised if he... Oh, that was a little bit spicy.
That was, yeah.
I would not be surprised if he went for it, like, knowing that he might lose because of it, just to say that he did.
I want to see if he got hookshot in third crypt. You know how wild that's going to be?
Yeah, no hookshot.
Imagine it's in big key chest.
Could be in big key chest. I mean, I guess we'll see. It depends if he goes back into Earth Temple and doesn't go straight into the warp pot. Then he's not going
checking
for
to see
it.
if he got Hurricane Spin in Jalhala. Cringe.
Very cringe, actually.
This could just go so many different ways, depending on what Spy's next moves after beating Jahala are.
Yeah, he could go gamble to, That's true. If he immediately leaves, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to Hyrule. He could go check Beto Mail and then come back.
Well, he's either... I see the options happening. He's either going to fully leave, go for Beto Mail, or he's going to save Warp. There's two chances for him to save Warp here, to either go directly back to Forsaken, or to actually try and go back through the rest of the dungeon.
Oh yeah, there's no way he takes the Warp here. Unless he forgets that he has to go back to Forsaken Fortress, which honestly, I've done before. I've like left the dungeon and not gone to the boss and been like, all right, well, I'm almost done. And then it's like, wait, no, I have a whole other boss fight to do.
This is the dungeon that I accidentally warp out of way more often than I mean to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the fact that it's like, it's a very open arena. So you're just like, oh, I go run into the light now, right? It's like, no, you have to go through the rest of it.
At least you can't spawn in the warp, like Wind Temple.
That's true.
I hate when that happens.
I don't know. The only reason I'm pause champing about what Spy does here is because it's Spy. Yeah, we saw Arrow Mail. Arrow Mail was
a heart piece.
Yeah, it was a piece of heart. Oh, he's probably gonna. Yeah, he's saved, so he's gonna go grab Beto Mail.
Beto Mail
and
come back if it.
Yeah.
If it's not hookshot, yeah, that actually is smart.
Yeah, it's another gamble. It's not the worst gamble on the planet. This kind of makes sense. It's personally not what I would do, especially when you have a whole other dungeon to fight and another piece of mail that you need to get from the dungeon that you fight. But
look at Swag dropping Medley off down in daycare.
Nice. I don't believe he did yet, Tanjo. Alright, if this is hookshot, then it was not hookshot. Oh, interesting.
This... Now it's like, okay, what's he gonna do from here?
Yeah, I mean, if he takes the warp pot, then... Oh, he might think it's on Arrow Mail as well, actually.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, no.
No, he's going through the dungeon.
Yeah, okay. He's doing the smart thing.
I think it's the smarter route.
It's definitely the smart thing. If there was a person in this tournament who would do it, it would be Spytron.
He's gonna go straight for basement, not even try for upstairs yet, though.
Yeah, you really don't want to push left side. It's a whole lot of nothing. And especially since...
he can't do the reverse because he doesn't have hookshot.
Yeah, exactly. So... if you know the fastest way to do basement, then you can do fastest basement. And I know that's... Well, sorry, that didn't make any sense. If you know how to do fastest basement, then this is extremely fast to do. And I know that Spy knows how to do it. That still didn't really make any sense, but I feel like you guys know what I meant. And I'm gonna stand by what I said.
I trust in your commentary skills.
Okay,
100%.
so it's 1 a.m. and I'm just out here trying to live my best life.
Imagine EDT.
Alright, we got an orange plastic rupee. And Spy, SwegDude, grabbing his last Triforce shard. In the, synchronized chests. Nice. That is true. Hookshot can literally be anywhere. It could be on Ghost Ship. It could be, Ghost Ship could be in Light's Maze, and then Ghost Ship can have, Ghost Ship chart can be in Light's Maze, and then Ghost Ship can have the hookshot. It's literally not locking anything. Alright, so I kind of have a little bit of trouble.
I don't even know if racers are human and not a robot. That's the thing. We don't.
Yeah, we gave him some cheering tests. So chest storage works essentially by doing a glitch called storage, which is pulling out and canceling your Wind Waker.
We got
on a
hook
certain
shot.
frame. There's the hook shot. Okay, yeah, that's go mode for Spy. Or he just has to go back and kill Hammerrock. You get the item whenever you unload the chest.
What is he doing?
What is he doing?
Why, Spy?
Spy, you're in go mode, sir. Does he not realize that he's in go mode?
Did he forget that he didn't kill Helmarock and he thinks he has a Triforce Shard to find?
Oh, he might. Oh, if he pushes left side, that's gonna be very sad. Oh, this is part of the thing that I was talking about. Sometimes when you double dip a dungeon, you forget that like you've completed, like you're still missing an item.
Yes, we can see his tracker. He has not marked a shard.
Yeah, he doesn't have his bosses up though, so we can't see.
That's true.
Oof. Is he gonna go back in? Oh, he doesn't realize that he hasn't killed Helmarock. Oh, is he? Oh, wait, never mind. No. He's taking the warp pot. He's taking the warp pot. Never mind. All right, crisis averted.
Oh my gosh.
Crisis of that scared me.
When I tell you my heart just dropped when he went into the key room.
Oh, I have a lot of questions. He probably just forgot that the Triforce shard that he was missing was a boss shard. It happens sometimes, especially when you do weird routing that you don't normally do.
Yes,
Yeah,
so the warp pot between in Forsaken Fortress connects to Earth Temple and also connects to Wind Temple. Those three all connect, from my understanding.
Yeah, it's only in Rando.
Rando only, yep. And then there's a warp pot that connects Dragon Roost, Forbidden Woods, and Tot G together. Yeah, very nice, convenient tweak that I always forget about.
Yeah, it's very, very nice to use, depending on the dungeons that you have in Logic. Not quite high enough from Sweg.
I think he's worrying about the keys. I will say I worry about the keys myself a lot. I've been knocked into the void by them before, and I will never forgive them.
Yeah, it's always very sad, because that means if you're skipping Medley, and you're using the chest from the third crypt to do it, then you just have to go back and do Medley again. You just have to go back and retrieve Medley, I should say.
And that is what happened to me once. I was also hoping he would light arrow the keys, because that's what they deserve.
I mean, what's worse, the keys in here or the keys in Taji?
Yes.
Or the P-hats in Forbidden Woods and Wind Temple.
Oh, the P-hats for sure. P-hats
are the
by
worst.
far the worst.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a similar route here from Sweg. Just gonna go straight in, skip the boss key. Pretty smart.
Head back into basement, and yeah, we should see. So that's gonna be the interesting thing here, is if Sweg gets hookshot, they could be entering Hyrule very close together.
Yes, Spy will definitely enter first, especially if Sweg goes and checks Beto Mail before he checks the basement.
Oh, that's true.
We'll see. He will definitely save some time if he goes to the basement first, and if he does fast basement.
The only thing that's going to be slow here for Spy is if it's bad RNG.
Yep, that's true. Yeah, Spy's gonna enter Hyrule probably within the next 3-ish minutes.
That Poe was on fire. Yeah, a soft lock would definitely not be in Spy's favor right now.
Yeah, if you soft lock here while doing Helmarock storage, you have to run up the entire tower again because you just have to save warp. Which, to its credit, doesn't spawn you at the bottom of Ganon's tower. It spawns you at the bottom of this climb, which is still not very great.
Yeah, it starts you back at the beginning of the fight, which is better than if it started you at the dungeon, for sure.
Yes, that's very true. That was a very clean Jawhala fight from SwegDude as well.
Do we have a nice burb today?
Alright, let's see if we see a save warp from Sweg here. Nice bird. Yeah, we're gonna see that save warp.
I think it's definitely the right move there.
Yeah, this is definitely Spytron made some gambles that paid off for him, for the most part.
Yeah, there's definitely been some big questions that we'll definitely have for him in terms of how.
I don't know how much time realistically dipping into Earth Temple like 20 minutes in to open the warp actually saved him. I don't think it saved him any time.
I don't know. I want to know the decision process behind that.
Yeah, this hook shot being in the basement is kind of brutal.
Oh, that was...
Ooh, the good thing about this is you can just play command melody to get her down. The bad part is when she falls down to the bottom.
Well, he almost fell to the bottom. That's the thing.
Yeah, that would have been
that
sad.
Is always terrible. I honestly, I don't even climb out. I save warp and go back to the pot. I don't even know which way is faster on that.
I'm guessing the reason that he skipped Halmarock in the first Forsaken Fortress trip is because when you kill Halmarock, you have to open the door at the top, which spawns you back at the beginning of the dungeon. And since he wanted to take the warp, he would have to kill... He would either have to go in and go through a few loading zones to get into the warp to FF, or the warp to ET.
Phantom Ganon.
You would have to fight Phantom Ganon. So, he probably just wanted to go into the warp when he had time. Or while he was there.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a smart routing move. Now that I'm looking at how he did it, I think it was definitely a smart move.
I think it was smart because of the decisions that he made. I wouldn't do it personally. But you know what?
Oh, no, I completely agree. I would never do them myself, but I think what he did makes sense for Spytron. So I get about to head into the crypt. Barrier skip. Not even checking to see if you have Hurricane Spin. Cringe.
I mean, I guess we'll see during the Ganon fight. To his credit, if you don't know that you have Hurricane Spin, you don't get canceled.
That's true. But not checking is just cringe.
Oh, that's very true. It is amazingly cringe.
Because I still don't know what they stored in Third Crypt.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been Ghost Ship Chart for all we know.
Sweg will be picking up the hook shot, and will also be entering Hyrule.
Yeah, I mean, this could come down to Hyrule. Spytron has a very sizable lead. The slowest part...
A minute and a half, 2 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, that is kind of brutal. It's going to take a big, like, misplay on Puppet Ganon, or the Ganon fight, to lose this lead. This is a big lead.
And I mean, you can't even say, oh, it'd be scarier if he only had 3 hearts. But health-wise, I'm not worried about him dying by any means.
The, half of Hyrule is just running through Hyrule.
Yeah.
Because since we don't have to do trials, you just run straight through that door. That door doesn't even load in.
Yeah, having the North Hopper with that many hearts, I wonder if that's what deterred Spy away from actually doing it.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I would also be surprised if it was not on his mind. If he was like, think about how cool it would be.
Oh, I bet it definitely came up on in his mind there. I really do think, though, if it would have been 3-4 hearts instead of, what are they at, 8? I think we could have actually seen the first, the first Morth Hover of the tournament.
Yeah, it would take a big misplay from Spy right now to lose his lead.
Ooh.
And Spy has grinded out Puppaganon. Peepo Jammer.
I think Spy's growth in the honestly short amount of time that Spy has been playing this game has been absolutely insane.
Yes, that is very true. Spy only started running this, I believe,
February, January.
Yeah, I was gonna say 4 or 5 months ago. This is definitely his first tournament of Windmaker Random.
Oh, for sure. I know for sure he definitely joined after the Season 3 spoiler log tournament. I just don't remember the exact time, but he got heavily involved early this year for sure.
Very, very, very nice.
That's just kind of solidifying the lead there because it's kind of coasting through the rest of the PG phases.
Yeah, the hardest part of, in my opinion, the hardest part of this game is genuinely PG1. Everything after this is kind of a joke.
Yep. That and Zelda sniping you, but...
Yeah, that's true, but that's just fun.
Ooh, a good shot before Phantom Ganon disappeared there from Swag. Oh, so close on that double crip. Still getting the single, though. Very good shots there by Spy. You can definitely tell he's been putting in some really hard work into his gameplay. But we see the runners once again holding hands here in a Puppaganon fight this time.
Also very, very nice PG2.
Also, very nice rupee count for Swag right now.
Peepo Jammer. He did not get the double, Momo.
He got a single grip, though. That was a very close shot there. That'll be the end of PG. As Spytron finishes, SwegDude begins.
Yeah, that unless somehow Spy dies to Ganon with 8 hearts, I think this is kind of not very easy to make up.
Unless, and I mean, included in this, if Spy completely butchers this climb by any chance.
It's true. I've died to climb
a
before.
little scary not getting magic on the climb, just in case. So I'm getting some good shots there on PG, though, on PG1. You can tell that he's also been putting in some good work since he started his playthrough as well. Because I think both of these runners, honestly, may have started around the same time. So seeing, because I've seen them both since they started with the community, and I think they have both come a long way.
Oh, I super agree. I super duper agree. Alright, yeah. If there's things that I know Spy is grinded, it's Earth Temple and Hyrule fights. Unfortunately, it looks
definitely.
like Zelda was not being super nice there.
I do think, though, both runners will probably end up sub-2ing the seat.
Alright. And it's looking like that is GG's from Spy.
Yes, officially, GG's for Spytron.
A beautiful sub-2. Love to see it. Very, very, very cool. Both runners played really well. Oh, I have...
We'll see Sweggy finishing up PG3 here in just a second.
Oh, wow. Looks like we were joined by the man himself, Spytron. Hi, gamer.
GG.
Hi.
GG.
How's it?
Sir, I have some questions.
I'm sure you
We
do.
all have some questions.
Why don't you just, I think you know what I'm gonna ask you. Why don't you just walk me through? What is up?
Alright.
What was up with your temple thing?
Well, first, I want to say like the little bit that you might have been confused about. I didn't realize that I had all my shards, so after I got my hook shot, I did one more check, and then I realized. And
Yeah, we also questioned that too. That was a separate
Yeah,
question.
that was one of the things that was gonna make you answer. I have another question.
yeah.
Why did you go in Earth Temple with nothing
So
at the very beginning of the seed?
at the start of the seed, I was like, I could totally wipe out the bottom left corner of the map, but I don't like double dipping islands. So I opened the pot and I opened like the first door. I was like, cool. If I get Mirror Shield before I get to Forsaken Fortress, I don't have to sail back to Headstone. So I did that. It kind of worked out. It saved me like 2 warps, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, or you. Well, the thing we were talking about with that is then that kind of forced you to do Forsaken Fortress very late, because to get to Earth Temple now you have to go through Forsaken Fortress. It worked out for you.
I could have gone to Forsaken Fortress like half an hour before I did, but I am a big advocate for full clearing the overworld before going dungeons.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It was not a bad gameplay decision, and it clearly worked out.
How much were you thinking? We're talking about this. How close were you to more hovering?
If I had have realized I had my shards, I would have done it.
Really?
Yeah. I was fully prepared to.
So your thought process was you
knew
were
it.
still looking for that last shard, and you would have done it if it would have, that realization would have kicked in after you beat Gel Hollow, probably.
Yep. If I had realized that I could have not gone into Mirror Room, I would have taken the opportunity. Mirror Room is stinky.
It's very
I mean,
slow.
agreed.
I was saying, if there's one person who would do it, it's Spytron 1000.
Yeah, I think we all kind of had that mutual agreement that we definitely, it was one of the possibilities we saw happening.
Even if it was just for the clout of being able to say, hey guys, I did the thing.
Is that not exactly what I
That's
said?
exactly what I said. And GG to SwegDoodRed finishing up. Both of our runners getting sub 2. This is a really solid race, guys. You both did amazing here.
That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. 2 beautiful sub 2s.
Honestly.
We're gonna see Sweg join us here in a second.
Yeah. This is my first race time sub 2, but I've had 2 previously. However, this was a PB.
This was a
Congrats
PB?
on the PB.
Yeah.
Congrats on your PB, man.
By like a minute 6.
Hey, that's a whole minute 6. That's
Yeah.
pretty solid.
That probably saved that from dipping Earth Temple early, right?
Yo, yeah. I made all the right decisions. I loved getting
Ooh.
that mirror
And a
shield
nice
where I did
little
too.
raid.
Hello?
Sweg,
Hello, Sweg. GG, my man.
GG.
How you
GG
feeling?
Swag.
I'm feeling all right. That was a PB. We take those at the
Good.
very
Both
least.
of our runners getting a PB. We love to see it.
A beautiful sub 2. And you know what? No matter what, that's a win in my book.
Yeah, no, we definitely take those.
How close were you to thinking about hovering?
I would never do that.
I was gonna say, did that cross your mind at all? When you saw that hookshot was your last item, did it ever cross your mind? Have you ever attempted it before?
No, I haven't. The only thing that was going through my mind is that Spy might.
So
I
I'm glad we were all
He almost did.
do it.
So, Swag, you did a very usual common route through, you did Windfall, you did Mother and Child into Windfall into NFI and then Paw Print, etc., etc. Do you would you like to know what your opponent did?
Oh no. Well, yeah, of course.
Okay. Spy, would you like to explain or should I?
I think it would come out better from you.
Okay, great. Okay, so you spawned on Horseshoe, right? So Spy grabs the salvage core check, and then you'd think then warp to Windfall, but you would in fact be wrong and a fool, because Spytron with his big mega brain sailed up to Diamond Step Island, did DSE, super swam to Island of Steel, and grabbed his delivery bag 5 minutes into the seed.
And then I went Windfall.
And then very shortly after that, 20 minutes into the siege, you went into Earth Temple. right after grabbing your leaf and opened up the warp pot.
Wait, so you double dipped Earth?
I went in for the express purpose to open the warp pot and to just do the first room, and then when I then was at the end of the seed and only had Forsaken and Earth Temple left, before doing Helmarok, I jumped in the warp pot, did all of ET, then came back through the warp pot.
Gotcha. Huh.
You know what? In this one specific instance, it worked out.
It did.
It did work out.
We were racking our brains together trying to figure out your process, and I think we figured it out pretty much what you explained what was going on in your brain. So
it made sense in a really convoluted way, but it still kind of made sense. Very unusual. I was waiting for the hover from Spy. I was pause champing all throughout Earth Temple. I was like, we don't see hookshot. We don't see hookshot. We don't see it. Where's the hover? Where's the hover, Spy?
It's as soon as that last shard popped up in Spy's inventory, we were all just like, oh, that's 2 bosses. This could actually happen.
Where was my last shard?
Your last shard was
War Master room.
War Masters, yeah.
Oh, did I store that, or was that the first?
No, you opened it. No. It was the it was not kill all. It was the open chest in there.
Oh wow, I was not paying attention.
Yeah, no, you grabbed so you had 6 shards, and then you had 2 bosses that you had to kill. We were really confused when you went to the big key chest, but I believe that you explained that because you knew that you still had to fight Helmarok, right? You didn't forget about that?
Yeah.
That was the other thing, and I think I explained it, but I just wanted to confirm with you. Why did you go to Earth Temple before beating Helmarok?
That was because I did not want to fight Phantom Ganon, because he was a compass.
Yeah, that sounds... Well, I think it was the map, but maybe
Was
it was
he?
the compass.
What did my
was a
tracker say?
dungeon
Oh no,
item.
yeah, he was a map.
But okay, yeah, that's about what I thought, because I realized when I was thinking about that, I was like, oh, if you want to go into that warp pod, then you have to
You either take the long way or you take the fight way.
I think I'm both excited to see when your reactions when I watch this back to me going into ET, and then also later when instead of leafing over that room, I jump down into the warp pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
The-
was a time, that's for sure.
What would you say is like your highlight, both of you, Spy and Swag? What would you say was like a fun trick that you did, or like a cool chest that you wanted to get, or anything like that?
I'd say I have two. I didn't miss a single roll clip. I got them all first try. I did have to do the
saw
one in
that.
ET like 3 times,
That
but
one
I
doesn't
got
count.
the clip.
That one doesn't count.
Yeah, I got the clip every time.
That was very nice. Yes.
Also, I was really mad when he just didn't ledge grab that, and I just fell.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a scary start to it.
Yeah, but it's happened to me before, so I knew how to back it up. I was like, alright, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go do door storage.
Yeah. Swag,
So
did
the-
you have a highlight that you
The-
had?
I was pretty excited that I did I've never done it before, so it was just the jump into the big octo to diamond step. I've never had a situation where I had to do that.
You never done DSE before.
No, I've seen it done,
Nice.
so I knew how it worked,
Really?
but
Well, you
I
pulled
would
it off
actually, because I
flawlessly.
commented on that. I commented how flawlessly you did that. I thought you'd been practicing it.
Yeah, that
nope,
was a very
I
that was
got
a
real
very
lucky.
nice, very, very, very nice, dude. Well, congrats. That's awesome.
Thank you.
The one thing I wanted to ask both of you: when did you both join the Wind Waker Rando racing community?
I joined the server like a week before Christmas. I got everyone into a glitchless race, and I DNF'd, and then I started racing in February.
I think I joined probably around February to March. I think I had raided your channel, Dunsey, and then you had told me to go into these discords, and then Tanjo kind of reassured me that everyone was cool, and then I started racing. So around
I do
March.
remember that conversation that we had about that, Swag, about how you should join those discords. I remember that, and I thought that you both had started around the same time, and I just wanted to say the improvement that you both have made in a short of February was 5 months ago. It's been less than half a year, and you guys both sub 2 to seed in a tournament. That's amazing.
Yeah,
you guys are doing
big
great.
agreed. Big props to both of you guys. Sub 2, and I think both PVs. That is nothing to sneeze at. That is very, very, very impressive. So congrats to both of you. Regardless of who won, this is a very fun race to watch. The very different routing as well. Regardless of all the stuff that Spytron did, it was still super different routing. We got to see a big variety of things, which is very cool.
Yeah, and
Look at that
the
arrow.
ending times being so similar definitely shows how much each of you show individually with your routing, what you guys can do, and that's super huge.
I probably on a dozen different occasions, I was thinking to myself, "Oh yes, oh I'm gonna go do the thing," and "Oh I did the thing."
Actually, huge 5-head. His brain, he was playing chess, all right, and we were all just playing checkers.
And
I also 5D multiverse chess.
I was really happy about getting the mirror shield on Tree Branch because I had put off 5-star because I wanted to super swim there from Angular because I had the bait bag, and it worked.
We were debating on when you were gonna go back into Earth Temple, cause you got fire arrows and command melody and mirror shield. So ET was open a hot second ago. You had
Oh,
you
and EGL too, and
You had-
Cabana.
Well, yeah, you got Cabana Deed in. So you got EG. Well, Spy got EGL shortly after because he
Delivery bag.
he got the delivery bag 5 minutes in.
Yeah. But I would have had to sail to Headstone, and that's stinky.
That's true. That's why I was like, there. As soon as you like opened that pot, I was like, he is just like committing to this being like the last place that he goes.
Yes, because that's ET. And a part of me wants to say that if I had realized I had the shard, I would have I would have done flawless Morth Hover, but I probably would have lost. Not
Okay,
gonna lie.
Would you? Okay, and you can be honest with me, all right? It's just you and me, right? It's
Yeah,
just
nobody else is here.
Spine Cup. Would you
Yeah.
actually have done it, or would you have gone and cleared like the 8 checks that you had left?
I said to myself as I got hook shot, well, guess I'm not doing Morth Hover.
What if you had gone for it anyway?
I think that would have been like a smart play. Totally would have saved time.
Yeah.
But I'm baby.
True, you are baby, and I didn't take that into account. And honestly, that's on me, and I apologize. Yeah, damaging down from 8 hearts as well. Healthy seed. Healthy seed.
Yeah.
You got a lot of love this seed.
We
got like
a lot
3
of
heart
healthy
containers.
seed. You guys are taking your protein shakes before
Yeah.
the race, that's for sure.
You definitely got like half the heart containers. It is
Also,
very nice.
I don't know if you noticed, but I forgot to save Scum top of waterfall. But then when I went to go do 6-eye sub, it had nothing, so I just soft reset all the way back to like Bomb Island. So it was closed again.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, it's closed now. If I need to do it, I can do it.
Because I noticed that you didn't save scum the chest. I guess I just didn't catch that you went all the way back.
Yeah. I did a lot of stuff that I don't think I've done very much, but it worked out.
So you pulled some risks. You both did some really good things. Overall, I'm satisfied watching that race. I hope you guys are satisfied with how you did, because you guys both did amazing.
Oh yeah, like if this race was 1 week ago, I would have gotten a 2:07.
That's a very specific time.
Yes.
Said that with confidence,
yeah.
no doubt.
2:07 on the dot, no extra.
Yeah. Well, no. There would have been 4 seconds as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, of course. Swag, what time would you have gotten a week ago?
Probably about the same thing.
Yeah, you would have won, right?
It actually would have tied.
Oh, yeah.
Had to replay it, thus being tonight's
My
race.
first sub 2 was this Sunday.
Well, I mean, you would have Morth hovered if this had happened a week ago, right?
Yeah. So I would have gotten like a 130.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it took you 30 minutes to find the hook shot. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, GG's again to both of you.
Thank you. GG's.
That was all the
Yeah.
questions that I had. That was all the whack stuff that Spy did. Sorry that we just talked about Spy this whole time, but Swig, you did normal stuff.
Yeah, no,
to
I
be fair,
understand. I completely
This
understand.
is true.
Yeah,
We had a lot of questions for. We had a lot of questions for Spy and a lot of. You did really good, Swag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just kind of played the seed how it intended to be played.
I'll take those.
Yeah, Swag, you did the sane stuff. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'll just go do I'll go do this one thing over here, and then it just spiraled out of control.
Listen, I jumped into the big octo. That was crazy enough for me.
There
Yeah.
you go.
When I was doing that, like a minute and a half in, I was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this?
Out of curiosity, you said you were nervous the whole time. When did that mellow out?
It mellowed out for probably like from 115 to 135. So for like 20 minutes I was calm, and then that's it. I especially once we got to high roll and I realized that I did like a whole bunch of extra checks that I didn't need to do. I did 4 checks more than I should have. I should never have even touched Mirror Room, and I cleared it. I was like, oh no, he's ahead. Oh no. Honestly, I was really looking forward to this race, and I had a lot of fun. Thanks for doing the race thing.
Mm-hmm. No, I was also
And-
like, this was as far as all the season 4 races I've had, this was the one I was really looking forward to.
I've been looking at your times, and it's been like, oh man, Sweg is improving so much. I need to improve too. So I like started grinding, and I've
Paid
like
off.
this is what I've been preparing for. And now I can, huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
Now I can maybe win one more race and then lose to Haley.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm probably gonna lose to Yuka.
Well, yeah, exactly, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna advance to semis, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if anything, you're gonna lose to Econogen.
Oh yeah.
Kind of correct. Yeah. I don't know.
So far, I'm 3 for 3 on my predictions.
The last thing I wanted to say was that it's very clear that both of you have been practicing, and both of you have been grinding, and you both seemed pretty comfortable with everything that you wanted to do. There was not a time where I like saw any of you like hesitate and go like, all right, like what do I do next? Where do I go next? You know, you didn't go to Dragon Roost Cavern without Dragon Roost Cavern being in logic. You know.
Yeah. Like, why would anyone ever do that?
Yeah. So, you know, GG's. And I think that's everything that I had to say. I don't know if you had any closing remarks, Dunsey.
No, just once again, I think you both have improved immensely since you have both started. So, really, congrats on the PBs again. You guys, you did an amazing race.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. Like the last 3 restreams I've seen, all runners have PB'd. So, like, that's a thing that I have to deal with.
So the secret to PBs is just get restreamed.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
get good for it.
Speaking of, thanks to the restreamer for actually picking up the race, because it was a very much DGen hours race.
Yes, big true. Thank you so much, Teal, and thank you to the trackers.
I was just about to say,
Thank you.
I barely did anything in here. I was able to sit around and watch and click a couple of buttons. Restreaming's a great gig. But with that being said, I want to thank the runners, the commentators. Just as a side note, I love the little self-deprecation at the end and the modesty. Always a fan of that. But with that being said, unless anyone has any closing remarks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get us all set up. There is actually another Challenge Cup run going on right now. So as much as you might be thanking me for taking it into the DGen hours, we're actually going even further into it. And we're going to be rating them in just a couple of minutes.
Ooh, sounds fun. Not gonna lie, for the first 10 minutes of the race, I was trying to figure out how stream delay works, and I was like, wait, but it's not gonna work. And then I realized, wait, no, we both started at the same time. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have anything else to say. Swag, Dunsey, did you have anything that you want to do?
I am good.
I think I'm all right.
All right, so then once again, thank you for everyone who joined us today on ZSR. Thank you, Orange and Dunsey, for your commentary. Swag, Spytron, obviously, for your wonderful run. Our trackers, where are our trackers here? I'm losing my mind on this, and it was Gold and Renana, I believe. And so thank you all for all of your support. And like I said, we're going over to another Challenge Cup race, but join us again tomorrow for plenty of extra content. Wow, okay, yeah, it's late. I gotta go to bed. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Guys.
Couple dumpers for the raid.
Oh, man.